Imagine this. Pitch black, dense jungle, the only sounds are the rustling of leaves and the chirping of unseen insects. You're lost, miles from civilization, with only a dying flashlight and a rapidly dwindling water supply. This wasn't exactly the authentic cultural experience I had in mind when I set off on my adventure through the jungles of Southeast Asia. It all started innocently enough. I was on a shoestring budget, determined to experience the raw beauty of the region. I'd heard tales of a hidden waterfall, a local secret, and decided to find it. Armed with a hand-drawn map and a youthful sense of invincibility, I plunged into the dense foliage, convinced I'd be back by nightfall. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows through the trees, I realized the gravity of my situation. Lost, alone, and woefully unprepared, I spent a long, terrifying night battling mosquitoes the size of hummingbirds, and trying to convince myself the rustling in the bushes was just the wind. That night, the jungle whispered a valuable lesson. Budget travel is an adventure, but it pays to be prepared for the unforeseen. Adventure and mishaps go hand in hand. It's all part of the fun, right? While I wouldn't recommend getting lost in a jungle, a little planning can go a long way. Always pack a basic first aid kit, a flashlight, and extra water. Let someone know your plans, even if it's just the friendly hostel owner. And speaking of hostels, they're your best friend when traveling on a budget. Not only are they cheap, but they're also a goldmine of information. Chat with fellow travelers, swap stories, and get the inside scoop on local secrets and hidden gems. You never know what valuable tips you might pick up. Remember, flexibility is key. Don't be afraid to deviate from your meticulously planned itinerary. Expect the uncommon detours, the chance encounters, the spontaneous adventures that make budget travel so rewarding. After all, the best stories are often the ones you didn't plan for. Haggling. It's an art form, a delicate dance between buyer and seller, a test of wills fueled by smiles and good-natured banter. In many parts of the world, haggling is not just accepted, it's expected. It's part of the cultural fabric, a way of life. Don't be intimidated. Approach it with a sense of humor and a willingness to engage in friendly negotiation. Start by offering a price significantly lower than the asking price, but be realistic. A little research beforehand can give you an idea of fair market value. Remember, it's all about finding a mutually agreeable price. Don't be afraid to walk away if you're not comfortable with the offer. Often the seller will call you back with a better price. And if not, there's always another market stall, another shop, another opportunity to hone your haggling skills. Forget fancy hotels. Budget travelers know the real adventure lies in unique accommodations. Hostels are a classic choice, offering cheap beds, communal kitchens, and a chance to connect with fellow travelers. I've spent many a night swapping stories in hostel common rooms, sharing travel tips and forming friendships that have lasted long after the trip ended. But don't limit yourself. Consider guest houses, homestays, or even camping. Ever slept in a hammock under the stars in the Sahara Desert? I have, and it was magical. Sure, it wasn't the most comfortable night's sleep, but the experience was priceless. Remember, your accommodation doesn't have to be luxurious, just functional and memorable. It's about the experience, not the thread count of the sheets. Welcome the unconventional, the quirky, the downright bizarre. You might be surprised at the hidden gems you uncover. Forget Michelin-starred restaurants. Budget travel is all about exploring the local culinary scene without breaking the bank. Street food is your best friend, offering a tantalizing array of flavors and aromas for a fraction of the price of a sit-down meal. From sizzling skewers to steaming bowls of noodles, the streets are alive with culinary delights. Don't be shy, ask questions, experiment, and be adventurous. I once stumbled upon a street vendor in Thailand selling fried grasshoppers. I'll admit I was hesitant at first, but curiosity got the better of me. And you know what? They were surprisingly delicious, crunchy, salty, and strangely addictive. Food is an integral part of the travel experience, a window into the local culture and a source of endless adventure. Take advantage of the unknown, be open to new tastes and textures, and let your taste buds guide you on a culinary journey of discovery. Planes are for the birds, or at least for those with deep pockets. Budget travelers know the real adventure lies in embracing alternative modes of transportation. Local buses are a rite of passage, offering a glimpse into the daily lives of the people and a chance to practice your non-verbal communication skills. Trains, while often more expensive than buses, offer a unique perspective, chugging through landscapes at a leisurely pace. And then there's hitchhiking, the ultimate budget travel adventure. It's not for the faint of heart, but it can be an incredibly rewarding experience, connecting you with locals and offering unpredictable detours and serendipitous meetings. I once hitchhiked across the Australian outback, relying on the kindness of strangers to get me from one dusty town to the next. It was an adventure I'll never forget, filled with colorful characters, breathtaking scenery, and a healthy dose of uncertainty. Budget travel is about more than just saving money. It's about connecting with people, experiencing different cultures, and embracing the kindness of strangers. It's about the shared smile with a street vendor, the impromptu conversation with a fellow traveler, the helping hand offered by a local when you're lost and confused. I once found myself stranded in a remote village in Nepal after a landslide blocked the road. I had no idea what to do, but a local family took me in, fed me, and gave me a place to sleep. Their generosity was overwhelming, a reminder of the inherent goodness that exists in people all over the world. These acts of kindness, these chance encounters, are what make budget travel so special. They remind us that we're all connected, that language barriers and cultural differences melt away in the face of shared humanity. Traveling on a shoestring requires ingenuity and a willingness to think outside the box. Expect the unexpected, turn challenges into opportunities, and let your inner MacGyver shine. Pack a sarong, it's a towel, a beach blanket, a makeshift curtain, and a fashion statement all in one. Barter your skills, offer English lessons, help out at a hostel, or use your creative talents to earn your keep. I once traded my photography skills for a few nights' accommodation at a cozy guest house in the mountains of Peru. Think outside the traditional tourist traps, explore local markets, attend free events, and seek out hidden gems that don't require an entrance fee. You'll be surprised at the rich experiences that await those who are willing to venture off the beaten path. Let's face it, budget travel is a comedy of errors waiting to happen. You will get lost, you will miss buses, you will order the wrong thing off the menu, and end up with a plate of something that looks suspiciously like fried caterpillars. But that's all part of the fun. Embrace the absurdity, laugh at your mishaps, and turn those cringeworthy moments into hilarious travel tales. I once accidentally booked a night bus in Vietnam that turned out to be a sleeper bus, with bunk beds stacked 3 high. I'm not sure how I managed to climb into my top bunk, but the image of me trying to navigate that ladder still makes me chuckle. These mishaps, these awkward encounters, these moments of sheer ridiculousness, are the stories you'll be sharing for years to come. They're the memories that will make you smile, the reminders that travel is an adventure, not a carefully curated Instagram feed. Budget travel is for the adventurous and the curious. Embrace the unknown and connect with diverse cultures. Discover hidden gems without breaking the bank. Pack your bags and explore the world. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to Budget Ventures. We're united by our love of adventure and humor. Create your own travel tales. The world is waiting. What are your most memorable budget travel mishaps? Share your stories in the comments below.